Hello you guys, long time no see. I'm so sorry that I was gone for a month. But if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, hello, I've missed you. Welcome back. I am just going to film a normal day in my life and kind of give y'all some life updates because a lot has happened in the last time that I vlogged about a month ago. So I'm just going to give you updates about the NCLEX, me becoming a nurse, what's going on in my life, what's happening this month, like all the things. So without further ado, let's get into this video and I hope you guys enjoy. So I am officially done with nursing school. I took the NCLEX on Wednesday, January 31st, and I got my results on Thursday at 11 p.m. My license was on the Board of Nursing, so I'm officially a licensed registered nurse. So I kind of just wanted to give y'all some updates about NCLEX, how I studied for it, like the process to do all of that, and then I kind of wanted to just give you some life updates of like what now, what am I doing, and where my journey is going to take me now that I'm not in school anymore, and kind of like my visions for this channel as well, and then also give you a daily vlog all in one. So a lot gonna be going on in this video, but I kind of just wanted to film something because I miss it, and I have not filmed in 30 days, and that's just, I'm so sorry. But on today's agenda, we'll go over that first. On today's agenda, it's 8 a.m. and I have a workout class at 11:45. It's just a cycle class. And then I don't really have anything else planned. I'm going back home on Thursday, so I'm just probably going to slowly start packing and kind of coming up with some outfits. My brother and stepsister are getting married, or my stepbrother and his girlfriend, so my brother and sister basically, I don't know why I said it like that, but so they're having an engagement party, so that's what I'm going home for. So I know I have that outfit already picked out, so I'm gonna kind of get organized and see what I need to bring and stuff, and then just be chilling at the house. We have our yearly inspections this week, so I kind of don't want to be away from the apartment too long because I don't like people entering my apartment without me here. And my boyfriend's not going to be here, so we'll make it work, and that's what's on the agenda, not too much. And then if I have time, I'm going to try to declutter my closet because it's just too much. Yesterday we cleaned the entire apartment, did laundry, everything, and the closet is just like about to explode. Like, it just looks too full, too unorganized, and that's one of my goals to conquer before we move. Just too much. But anywho, now I want to talk about NCLEX, nursing school, all the things, because I know y'all are dying to hear, and I'm dying to tell y'all. The reason I took like the whole month off is just kind of to focus in on it, and it was just a lot for me. I was very anxious, very stressed out. A lot was riding on this exam, and so I felt like I couldn't really make content and give my all if I literally was like freaking out the entire month. So that's why I've been MIA, but I just kind of wanted to go over like how long I studied, the timelines, and all that. So I graduated nursing school on December 24th. That was like our last day. That's what's on our diploma, all that. Our commencement ceremony was not until January 12th. So from December 24th to January 12th, we were not in school. So the whole week of December 24th to December 30th, I went back home. And then I worked right after. And then for the week leading up to graduation, I was going over notes here and there, but I wouldn't say that I was studying like hard. I was just reading over notes, watching some YouTube videos, kind of not doing anything crazy. Sorry. I wasn't doing anything crazy. And then the night before graduation, I got food poisoning, so I didn't study for that whole weekend. And then my mom was down, so I also spent time with her when I felt better. So then after I graduated, like walked the stage on the 12th, we got our ATTs on I think I want to say it was like the 14th of January. So from the 24th to the 14th, that's how long it took for our ATTs to be cleared, and that's our authorization to test, so we could go ahead and schedule our NCLEX. So I scheduled it. The earliest date was January 22nd, but I didn't want that early because that was like 2 weeks from the day that we got cleared. So I picked January 31st. That gave me like 3 weeks. And I'll be honest, the next week I reviewed, I did ATI. I really didn't want to spend money on Archer or UWorld if we had free ATI resources. So I did ATI and like Nexus Nursing on YouTube, and found Mark Klimek notes on studydocs.com. And I just kind of read over those and did some ATI questions. But then I realized that it was not benefiting me. Like, I did not like the layout of ATI, and I wanted to try Archer. So the last 15 days, so the last like 2 weeks before the exam, I got Archer. I got the 30-day one, so 15 days of it is wasted, but it is what it is. So I got Archer, and I was doing like 1 exam a day for the first week, and then the last week I was doing like 2 to 3 a day. I did a total of 10 CAT assessments, which were the adaptive ones. That's like the NCLEX, so they shut off whenever you're passing, or they shut off whenever you're failing, and there's no limit. I did 10 of those and only failed 1. And then I did 10 readiness assessments, which are just maxed at 85. But if you get 4 very highs in a row, it's like a 99% chance that you pass, and I got 4 in a row, I think twice. And then I got 1 borderline, but I never failed any of those. So that's basically what I did. And then leading up to like the last 2 days before the exam, I also listened to the Mark Klimek 12th lecture, which is the prioritization and delegation. That one is really good because most of the NCLEX is about safety and prioritizing and like what to do first and what to delegate away. So I do recommend that lecture. And there's notes that you can find online for it if you're not like a listener, because it is an hour-long lecture, and if you don't have an hour to sit and focus on it, you can just read over the notes. But I kind of wanted to show y'all Archer since I still have access for a little bit. I have 8 days left. So this is Archer. It's on my iPad, but let me turn the brightness down. So this is Archer. And let me turn my screen over 1 second. Okay, so this is what Archer looks like, and I'm gonna launch my ones that I got. So overall, I did a total of 1,218 questions, and I did about almost 60% of the questions. Like I said, I started kind of late, so I didn't really have as much time. But this is like where your statistics will be on this page. So when you first get Archer, it's going to make you take a baseline exam, which is basically a CAT exam, and that's going to kind of see like where you're at. And I honestly think that's how it determines like what kind of questions to give you in the exams. So that's the dashboard, and then this, you create an exam. So this is where you go to create one. You can do the tutorial, which kind of just shows you, I think, how to take them, or you can do the CAT adaptive, which doesn't give you an option to pick different questions. It's going to just be 85 if you pass, and I've gotten up to 105 questions with the CAT adaptive. Or you can click the readiness assessment, and that one is going to max out at 85 questions. And then you can also do different topics. So you can go to subject or system, hit next, and then there's all these. There's adult health, pharmacology, fundamentals, mental health, all those. So if you're wanting to like start studying more like each topic instead of all as a whole, this would be a good place to start. I did not do this feature. I didn't have enough time. But if you get it, within the whole month, then you'd have more time to do that. So that's that. And then down here on previous tests, this is where it'll show you for your readiness assessments, like what you did. So I got 2 highs, 6 very highs, and 1 borderline. And then it'll show you your CAT exams and passing or failing. It shows you the percentages. And then the cool thing is when you go to like an exam that you've already taken, you can go to like score and statistic, and it tells you like what you did, the average score for your peers, and then your score. And then it also tells you like what type of like problem you got wrong. So like I got a parental therapy question wrong, and then I got another parental therapy. So like if you're going through this, you could be like, okay, I really need to study on parental therapies because obviously I'm getting them wrong. And then the cool part about this too is you can go up to the top and hit statistics, and that's going to tell you how many you got right and how many you got wrong. And then right here you can also see how many you changed from the wrong answer to the right answer. So for this exam I changed 10 answers to the right answer, which is pretty good. And then you can also, I don't know if it's giving me the option anymore because I took it a while back, but you can also go and look at what you missed. Like it lets you go through and see and read the rationales on what you got right or what you got wrong and why it was right and wrong and stuff like that. So I would read through the rationales when I passed, but I don't think it's letting me get the rationales. Oh, right here. So view explanations. So then it takes you through the exam and gives you why choice C is correct and then why the other ones are wrong. And this is really good to help you learn and remember like, okay, that's, you know, the right answer and that's why. Like if you got it wrong, like I got this one wrong, so I would go through, okay, A is correct because it's a life-threatening infection. Cool. Like now I know that, you know, this one's more serious than the one I chose. So I think Archer was really great. That's kind of a little overview of it, and I think it was totally worth it. It was $69. I got just the Q bank and the questions, so I didn't get any of the videos or anything like that, but honestly, like I didn't really need them. Like I don't think I would have used them. I didn't really have time for them, and I think exactly what I did was perfect. And so what I did got me to pass the NCLEX in 85 questions. It took me about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I passed it by just basically like studying really intensely for the like 2 weeks. Most people I talk to either study for like a month or 2 weeks. I think my advice to any nursing students out there, I think any more than that is too much. Like I don't think you should start studying for the NCLEX in school. I think that's gonna overwhelm you, and you need to focus on finishing school. So like my last class was management. If I would have been doing management and trying to study for the NCLEX and doing my NCLEX prep course that's actually a grade in school, like it would have just been too much. Like I would have literally gotten burnt out more than I already was. So I think giving yourself like the weekend after you're done with school, or even a week, like I gave myself a week off, and then getting back into it, I don't think you're gonna lose that information. And my biggest tip is safety. Like they will tell you in every video that you watch, the NCLEX is trying to see if you're going to be a safe nurse, not like a super smart nurse, if that makes sense. Like obviously everyone is smart that passes nursing school and that gets into nursing school, everyone is great, but the NCLEX is about safety and what can I do so that this patient doesn't die, or what can I do so that, you know, this patient gets the treatment that they need without any harm to them. So that's what like is a big tip. You need to like know how to pick apart the questions, because some of them you're not going to know, but by picking like an answer that you think, okay, would this kill them first or would this save them, is kind of key to the whole safety and delegation and prioritization, which is really huge on the NCLEX. I got a lot of questions about prioritization. Who should you see first? What should you assess first? What should you implement first? You know, stuff like that. Just knowing like what to prioritize, what's more crucial, what needs to get reported. I got some about like who could discharge safely in like the event of a natural disaster where they need rooms and stuff like that. So you just have to use your brain, use your common sense, use the knowledge that you already have, and I promise y'all will be fine. But yeah, that's my little overview of how I passed the NCLEX in 85 questions. Everyone's different. Another tip before I go, and this video doesn't get super long, another tip, do not go into the NCLEX thinking you're gonna get 85. Do not. Go into the NCLEX thinking that you're going to sit for the entire 150 questions. That way you are not like wired to like, if it goes to 86, my life is over. Because the second that it goes to 86 and you have it in your brain that it should have shut off at 85 or you failed, you're not going to score well. You're going to shut down and you're going to rush through the exam because you're like, well, it's already done. So just go in there with an open mindset that you're gonna get the whole test, you're gonna sit for the whole test, and that's what I did, and it shut off at 85. So you're capable. Good luck to anyone taking it in the future, in the near future. Y'all got this. It's not as hard as everyone makes it seem. You are prepared for it. You did your time, you did your school, and now this is the easy part. Just pass it. But anyways, I just wanted to give you a little update on that, and let's get into my morning.